Hello and welcome to the Hillcrest Football Review. And it's a review of week 2. One was a great review. Week 2, I don't know, maybe even better. Your team looked great once again.
Yeah, off to a great start, 2-0, and played two really good complete ball games, and got a chance to get a lot of players in the game last
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
which is always good.
It felt
Great.
like the old days from a couple
It
of years
did,
ago in
yeah,
6A.
it did. It sure did.
All right, Coach, let's take a look at the game and start with the first quarter. Talk about the details.
Yeah, I thought DeMarcus Rye right here was a great way to start the ball game. Great in kickoff coverage, senior force, and he's great special player for us. Just did a really good job. I think Sparkman came out with a little bit of success. I thought the running back was really good coming in, and I think he proved to be that. Kind of a violent runner, but again, they're off to a great start right there. Defense does a great job of getting free and out. They snapped over the punter's head and up with safety out of it. We couldn't ask for a much better start from us defensively against some guys that have some talent. Hey, their running back really good. They've got receivers that are really good. We're off to a 2-0 lead and get a kickoff return on a short field due to safety, which set us up in great shape. And run the scat option to start the game with. And, I thought Jordan in this particular game showed improving running ability. So many times, like he hadn't been hit, all off season
Right.
long. So it's going to take him a little bit of time to get up to speed, but I thought he did a really good football. Here again on the speed option the other way, and he's a guy who needs to take a little bit better care of the ball right there, a little football. But I think we'll add another dimension to us. Really frustrating right here. We dropped two balls on this possession and end up forcing us into a field goal situation. Now there's Elijah Miller from 43 yards out.
Great to know, though, that when that kind of thing happens, you got Elijah to come through for you like that.
Without a doubt, he has been a really solid piece. This is a ball that can't be kicked any better. You see them trying to reverse the field on us. Another tackle was made at 25, which is good. We'd love to have those drives start inside the 20. That's our goal. But we'll take the ball to 25. And like I said, I think the second possession, they leaned on us a little bit, rushed the football a little bit against us. And again, a really quality back, I think, will benefit from seeing him. Violent runner, tough running style, physical, bigger kid, so certainly a guy that we will see some similarities to in the backs that we're going to see in the region. So great to get a chance to play against some guys like that. Quarterback, we'll definitely see some better throwers than he was, but he was a really, man. What about this series right here? Go from 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, to 4th and 1, and three consecutive short yardage stops for our defense. Really big plus for us. And they're going to take a gamble here on 4th and 1 out around midfield. And AJ Love probably made the last two plays there, even though he doesn't make the tackle. He made the play. And
good to have him back.
Boy, it was really good. Ball right here that we end up, I think, with an incompletion there. But I feel like Jordan is continuing to grow and continuing to get better for us, and I think you're going to continue week in and week out to see continue to improve. And I do think there was a pass interference there. I think you're just starting to see what DeJuan Johnson gives us a tailback. He's still not 100%. Javion Lowe here with a touchdown gets called back. Got a holding call that brings that one back. But a lot of credit to our guys, picking up the pieces and moving on forward here, and a drive that ended up the way we want to run it. Really good job on Caden there on the reverse. Oh, Jacoby had a great block right there. Kid just did a really good job playing off the block. Another speed option right here. Would love for Jacoby to get this one in the end zone. I think he wished he had that one back, but we've run the speed options become a real staple for us and going to continue to be. And then Jordan with a really good run off the belly Keith there on the option part of the belly. And like I say, just Elijah keep pumping these things through, and not enough that I can say about Kalen Calzen and Mason Cameron, the guy our snapper and holder, just so important to us. They've done a great job with Elijah. Our special teams just continue to really be solid for us. This is a kick here that gets in the end zone, kind of splits our two returners, and say, man, they're starting at 20. We'll take that all day. Bring full blitz on first down. We'll get a little bit of a break there on the ball that's thrown just a little bit high, and Miles Madden in there making that play, and hear that a lot, man. He's the guy that
Miles had a great game, yeah.
Yep. Hate to see that right there. I thought Jeremiah did a great job on pass rush and just ended up with face mask. And, some of those things are mental, some of them are not. I think that's just a hustle play he's trying to make and ends up on the face mask. So he played really, really well for us. He's a kid that's 220 pounds, that runs 4.7 in the 40. Real talent. Like I say, there's AJ Love again. He was so eager to get out there and loved to see good things happen to him. He's worked so hard, and then obviously missed the opening game of the senior year, man. He was crushed by that.
At least he got to be back for his first game at home. Yeah.
That's correct. That is correct. Really good throw right here in a tight window. We had really good coverage there. They blocked this up really good. But I feel like you're seeing a little bit of improvement on us in the secondary as far as our tackling. That was a big Achilles heel last year, was just struggle tackling in space, and there's a great example of it right there. May not always be the prettiest, but the objective is to get them on the ground. I think we've improved there for sure, and that will be tested as we continue to move forward. But this is a lengthy drive for our defense to have to stay on the field, and see that a lot against our guys. I mean, they usually are pretty good at getting folks out of there. But end of the first quarter, and good guys are up. But really proud of our defense down. Up forcing a field goal into this deal to start the second quarter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if we're still recording.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, starting the second quarter here, off to a great start. Defense does a great job of forcing those guys into a field goal there and let them drive the length of the field, but the end results keep them out of the end zone. I thought we did a good job with that. Austin Cherry, I believe, with a kick return there, and Jacoby on the speed sweep. Jacoby's one of those guys that will move around a lot. They did a really good job of covering this. I thought we had a play that worked right there on a little tailback swing route. They did a good job of covering it. Actually, two in a row right here. I thought Jordan missed a crosser on Webb wide open on the crosser. But scrambles and does a good job, and Juan Johnson just being a hammer right there. Badly wanted to get back 100%. Jacoby just being Jacoby here. They sniff that out and do a good job on defense.
He's really starting to do this reverse field thing, isn't he?
He's a handful, Great catch right here by Jalen Cook on a not great thrown ball, and we end up. I thought Jordan just showed incredible poise on the screen right here. The screen wasn't there early. He had to wait, buy some time for it to develop. Once it did, we got Jacoby in the clear, and a really big play here for us. We scored 6 points on 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Felt like I wasn't expecting that. I felt like they would have aligned a little bit better, but numbers are there. We're going to call it, and they kept giving us numbers. And again, missed tackles on kick coverage, something we continue to work on. The effort's there, just not getting guys on the ground. And great pressure right there by Jeremiah again. Here we are in the screen game. We work exceptionally hard on defending the screens. You're going to see those in our league an awful lot. John Pope there with the pressure and does a really good job and force them into fourth down situation. And I don't know what else you can say about our punt return unit, man. They have been lights out. all year long.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more from them too, with those two dangerous returners you got back there at the same time.
Neither of those is a good choice to have to kick it to.
All right, pick your poison type
Yep.
situation.
They've done a great job, but our up front people, huge explosive right here. We noticed early on they were playing a lot of trap corner to our two-man surface stuff, and so I thought we could get one over their heads. It worked out, and Caden just a great decision maker here on the 2-point conversion, and just really a little 4-man game over here that we play with. And, he has
flip forward.
Yep, exactly, and got kind of a basketball shot coming here later, but really good on his part to get the ball where it needs to go. Not a good kick here by Elijah. We should never have a ball that's inside the hashes. He leaves that one inside the hash, which is never good for us. Coverage is just not set in the middle of the field. Another really good run here. 24 is a back that kind of surprised me a little bit. Didn't play him much week one. Kind of a bigger, stronger back. Did a really good job of coming in, get one over our head here. Give them some credit, like I say. Got wide receivers that can really run. But it'll pay off for us to be on the field with those guys. Go through the region schedule. That makes it 28-10. So, just need to keep answering on offense. Late second half, second quarter here. 5 minutes still about what we got. Run to belly G. They do a good job defending that, and then come back with a weak toss off that. Really good run right here by DeWan Johnson. Go back to reverse right here to Austin Cherry, and Annie should have stayed inside on that. I think he's taking that one to the house. But another way to get Jacoby the ball, just an under center bubble here. A real simple play for us. And then we get a matchup here that we really like with press coverage with Caden. And I had to hold my breath there. Yep. Yeah, he had to catch it 2 or 3 times, but finally reeled it in, and puts us up 35-10, and really off and running right now. A lot of things going our way and playing really good. And again, special teams. Just had the guy hit down around the 22-23 and just don't finish the tackle. That's 2 weeks in a row that coverage has been good. We just got to get the guy on the ground. So too much to give up there on first down. That's a 9-yard gain on first down. Again, good pressure, just making the quarterback feel uncomfortable. He gets the ball out of his hands. Another huge stop on 3rd and 1. We had so many of those that I feel really good about. Short yardage stopping. Again, just another massive punt return. And like I say, yes, it's easy to say Jacoby and Caden,
but the other guys doing their part too.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
And then Jordan just with a huge burst right here. We just run quarterback ISO, and he has the ability to choose the bubble screens or run quarterback ISO. The box was inviting there, and then
DJ, with a basketball shot.
Yep. DJ gets us in the end zone, and then Caden with another great decision. Really kind of off and running here at 42-10, and a lot of things going our way.
43-10.
43-10. Excuse me. Yes, a 2-point conversion. Yeah, got us to 43, and I thought we did a pretty good job of adjusting a little bit on some jet sweep stuff they were doing. And the situation that we felt like here late in the half, if we get a stop, which we do, get into our hurry up situation, which we need to work, and worked out just right for us. For us, one we'd love to have had. Caden just kind of lost that one in the lights. So we ended up 81 yards, 82 yards from the end zone, and love to have had that one where we could have got the return. But thought we did a really good job of moving the football here in a hurry up situation. Ball's out of bounds, slow down a little bit, make sure you got the play you want called. Just to get into our tempo and hurry up situations here, and I thought we handled that really well. First time we've really had to work it. Just taking a few easy throws right here into the boundary, which is good. Good job of getting first down, getting out of bounds. Anytime in a hurry up situation, man, the best thing you can do is get out of bounds. Gives receivers a chance to catch their breath, slow down a little bit.
Stops that clock too.
Yes, that's the number one thing. Kind of gives you a chance to regroup. He didn't just didn't handle the latter part of this right here real. Got some guys open. Yeah, should have thrown the wheel route right there early. Probably would have been. So, felt like going for this right here, but I think we end up with a false start further than I thought. Hunter was really, really good punt here. So important. Hard fall is field position and being able to change. But get to half 43-10.
Yeah, looking good at 43-10. Can't do much worse than that. And we're thinking maybe we'll break the school scoring record for the second half. But things slowed down a little bit here in the second half.
We coached some guys up at half because we knew to get some other guys in the game, give those guys thought our offense. We left our starters in. 3-play drive. I'm not 3 or 4. I don't call sweep. Go back to lead option. Coordinate. Turn out. Next play, I guess 4-play drive. Get Jacoby on. Caden. Comeback route. We pivot outside on. Get that thing in 4-play drive, and now we're up 50-10, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That time, we knew we wanted to get our younger guys in game situation. Got a chance to let Angel Gonzalez kick a little bit and work the rear end off for us. Really good kicker. A couple of field goals in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Really disappointed that he missed one. All. He's a solid kicker that we're excited. I'll just say this from the coaching standpoint. It's kind of frustrating when you sub your JV guys and the other team leaves their starters in. That's you're going to end up giving points up. That
Was there any discussion about potentially doing the hot clock?
I asked the referee on our side, and of course both sides have to agree to that.
Right.
And I'm usually not for it because we need guys that need to play. But never got across the field. I don't. Ended up playing this out. Like I say, there's some good to that. Go a hot clock, and guys don't get a chance to play much.
Right.
We got a lot of kids, a lot of reps here, and brand new players across the board. Harrison Coburn right here on boot keep, got a better job with ball mechanics. So these snaps that he's getting are incredibly valuable. Be more valuable. So just a fearless runner.
Yeah.
230.
Not afraid of contact, is
he? He is not. Angel, like I say, well within his range. Just did. He's a young kicker and continue to improve for us. Feel like he'll be our future after Elijah's gone. Do a really good job on the screen game right there and controlling the screen. Get a forcing incompletion and defense with another good situation here to get a lot of different players in the game. Had Amari Lewis back. Amari got knee surgery coming out of spring. First game back for him. So he badly needed those snaps. JB in there, Kingston, 2 inside backers that need a lot of work. Caden Treadway is there at corner. Caden Hargrove's a freshman that's getting some work at D-line. And he's a kid that we're really excited about, and just kind of let this one thing out the gate on us a little bit. And really good job of Treadway of getting him pushed out of bounds and get a little bit of a break on an overthrow there on the corner route, use formation. Again, I mean, this is all of their starters against all of our number 2s. So I felt like our 2s, certainly held their own. Not just ripping and running up and down the field on. They do get one in the end zone, and those guys will benefit from those snaps. I can assure you, so much teaching that we can do off that film. Guys don't get a lot of opportunity. Really good to get those guys in the game. 50-17, and at this point in time, you know, for us on offense, we're just kind of trying to run the ball and keep the clock moving. You know?
Right.
At the same time, get kids an opportunity to play, and Caden May and Gladden get some carries back here. Maury Taylor, it's always good to get a Maury, man. What a team guy that guy is. He's a senior and has to be one of the most unselfish players on our roster. Great human being, what you want the team to look like. We didn't block the Q ISO right there really well, and a little bit of pressure here on Harrison, and ended up having to get rid of that one. Which is sometimes that's not a bad thing because we get to punt the ball. You know, we need some reps. Get Gunner another punt. Really good job of putting that ball down around the 10-yard line. Again, you know, we're starting to even get some of our 3s and 4s in at this point in time. Still going against their varsity. You know, these are still their starters, and that's why you kind of see some production on their part that they may not have had early on.
Right.
We've got some young bucks out there that are, you know, feeling their way and getting their stripes, learning their stripes a little bit. But we were really pleased, especially defensively, how some of these young guys played. Some really good young talent coming. That'll get us on over into the fourth quarter and continue to get more guys in the, I think, score one more time here. And I'd sub their JV. You know, these guys love getting to play and love getting the opportunities. A lot of people don't understand is practice all you want. Get out there under the light. Even in this situation, those snaps are so valuable. It'll mean a whole lot as we move forward and get growth, development. Mason Cameron in there for the snap, a little bit high, but he's really solid coverage.
We certainly saw the importance of good snaps on the special teams Friday night based on what we saw from them, didn't we?
Yep, they snapped 2 over the punter's head and safety and another touchdown. Gunnar Webb right here with a good return. Arkell Gladden right here on the call sweep. He's north a little bit sooner than he does there, which is typical for young backs. They run to the sideline.
Mm-hmm. Score on every one of them.
Yes. It's we got a lot of brand new faces in here. Our youngest players that we have on our roster get to play a little bit, and he's John. Stoppage in play here, and like I say, just trying to get the game over at this point. You know, we want to stay healthy, and
okay. This is editing from my new students that I've edited. Let's just go ahead and wrap it up there, Coach. Yeah. Your final score, 50-24, and you got to feel great.
Yeah, you know, really good start for us, and now the real season. Yeah, two games that we feel like.
2 games you got some good out of, and 2 games on the road back to back that are going to be challenging.
Yeah, you know, that's the biggest part of our schedule coming up in September. Bad part's 3 of the 4 on the road, so got playing on the road an awful lot here early in the schedule coming months.
All right, looking good so far. Let's enjoy it while we can. Let's get ready for the. Thanks for joining us.